Hello peeps and welcome back to Material Energy Hypercubed, episode 10. So, I did a little bit of stuff off camera. I reloaded Biosphere, went in and went down to the bottom of it and got all of the goodies out of the bottom. Not all of the quartz and the cryothium layer, but all of the fertilizer stuff. And yeah, I died a couple times in the process. I did a little bit more mining in the vanilla mining thing, and I had Rotunda loaded up. I was going to go explore a little bit more on Rotunda, but I broke my sanguinite pickaxe, and that's not a good thing for me. So I was looking through the quest book, and if we take a look, I have a quest with unclaimed rewards. Bake to win, okay? But yeah, Lost in Time. All of the quests here for Fallen Knights and the saplings and all the wolves and stuff, I'm not ready for this yet. Looking through the last video, there's just too much stuff in there. My armor broke, and I'm just not prepared to deal with that level of crap. And I know it's only going to get worse as time goes on. So it is going to be much more efficient for me, I think, to keep going through Lost in Space. We're going to check Bake to Win and see what I've finished here. Looks like I finished Zombie Killer. So I get a triple compressed cookie. Direwolf 20 Killer. What? What? Ender Mini Killer, Fallen Knight Killer, repeatable quest. Kill 30 for 7 quadruple compressed cookies. Concussion Creeper. That doesn't sound good. That gives quintuple compressed cookies, so that makes it even worse. Wither Kitties. What? Oh, I don't even... Yeah, we're not going back into any of that shit at the moment, so... even with cocoa beans, I still need to make jungle. I still need jungle to grow them on. I can make all sorts of saplings in the synthesizer. Yeah, we're going to go through here and we're going to complete some stuff in Lost in Space. All right, in Lost in Space, what do I still have that I can complete? I need to do Agrarian Farmer. I don't know why Biosphere is darkened out like that. I need to start working on Agrarian Farmer, but that's going to be a lot of potatoes and a lot of carrots. I'll probably do this off camera. Teleportation, I need to do a magnetic force. Magnetic force is a signalium gear with ender fragments. Signalium is copper, silver, and destabilized redstone. So I need a magma crucible, which I don't believe I have yet. No, I don't. So a magma crucible is going to be an important thing for me to have going forward anyway. That is a stupid recipe. Let's come over here. Would you stop that? Stop that. Back off. Alright. The cats waited until I started. They've been good for the last 8 hours. And now that I'm recording, they know it. And they're just going to be total monsters. Alright, I do have a little bit of angmalin in here. Basic capacitors take copper gears and angmalin ingots, so I need copper. That might be enough. We're going to need 4. Alright, and basic capacitors, 2 of them. I don't know why I made 4. Blocks of redstone, got that. Machine frame is angmalin and thickened glass, which I have. And now I don't have... Oh yeah, I do have enough magma, just enough. All right, we got a magma crucible. Good deal. Let's pop that down. Get my crescent hammer, and we need to go to the reactor room. Actually, I want to stop by my chem lab first and pick these cells up, because these are both empty. I need to charge them. Spatial reactor. By the way, I'm going to go to Spatial I/O for just a second, because if we take a look here, there's actually another spatial area up there, and I figured out what it's for. It is in the very center of the bottom of the spatial loading area. If you can clear out the bottom layer of the spatial area in the center there, you can actually teleport out. Which means if you go into like Miner's Delight, or what are you doing? I don't even want to know. If you go into Miner's Delight or vanilla mining or anything like that, if you can get down to the bottom and get to the center, you can teleport out without having to nerd pull your way back up. So, good to know. Let's go to the reactor. We'll pull these two cells off. Put these two on. Get them charging. How are we doing for power? Buffer's starting to get kind of low, so we're going to turn this thing on for just a few minutes. It was brought to my attention that the stock reactor design, actually, when you load into the map, the control rods are 95% inserted, so the amount of power you're actually getting out of the reactor, that 400 or so that I was getting, yeah, that's with it highly throttled. However, just to see, I created a new world, and I went into it, and I removed the control rods from the reactor and started it up, and it still only produced about 4K RF a tick, and it was burning fuel like mad. So, in my opinion, it's not worth it to leave the stock reactor, especially when this one's half the size. Alright, let's go to Spatial I/O, and from there we'll jump to Chem Lab. Actually, why am I jumping to Chem Lab? I need to go back to Observatory. Patchy, stop. Patchy, stop. Does not listen at all. Alright, Magma Crucible is firing up. And that's going to fill up with RF. How's our pulverizer and our redstone furnace doing? Could use a little more power on that. We're good now. And I've got a sag mill. And I've got an alloy smelter here. So I don't have to worry too much about filling these, or about building Ender IO machines. I've already got the basic ones. Let's see here. I needed signalium, which means I need destabilized redstone. One piece of redstone, if I remember right, is 50 millibuckets? No, 100 millibuckets, so I need 10. And we just need a tank. Put the tank on top. Wait, I can't set the output? Really? I need the integrated modular framework and the integrated servo mechanism. I don't know why it doesn't give you these automatically, but what? No. Tin. Excuse me. Yeesh. Once again, they've been good all day. Now that I'm recording, they're going to be little monsters. Alright. Pop the framework in. There we go. We'll put our redstone in there. That's going to give us our bucket of destabilized redstone. We need some copper in dust form. And I believe we also need what? Silver? Yeah. We need some silver in dust form. We won't need too much. So we're just going to pulverize 1 of you and 3 of you. Get ourselves a bucket. Got the destabilized redstone, and we do 3, 1, boom. That gets us our signalium blend. We'll cook that up into signalium ingots. And we're going to go with magnetic force again. We need a signalium gear and a bunch of ender fragments. That gets us 1 magnetic force, which actually gets us 5 more. You can use magnetic forces to teleport to anyone around here. The force will be consumed in the process, though. This is another one of those items that seems to be intended for multiplayer use. Hardened portable tank and portable tanks, so even more storage. I'm not going to argue. Alright. The imbuing station. I think we're going to go with the imbuing station next. Imbuing station. Oh, vines, grass, lily pads, a block of emerald, green stained clay. Not too difficult if I get some cellulose. Although I'm not sure how. Well, actually, yeah, I know how to get grass. But I have to have something with silk touch on it. Actually, I have a pickaxe with silk touch on it. Keep forgetting about this thing. Get the watering can. We'll come out here. Actually, I'll just get some bone meal. We'll get us some bone meal. Come out here and we'll bone meal some grass. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? I think shears will work. Which means we don't need the bone meal anymore. Yeah, there we go. That got us 2 grass. Now we just need some cellulose. Caparis is not going to work for me anymore. I'm going to need to start growing my birch saplings. Let's get my lumber axe, whatever the hell I did with that. There it is, bone lumber axe. Chop all that down. Break those saplings up. And we're going to start growing these birch saplings, because these birch saplings give me a type of wood that's recognized by the decomposer. Also recognized by the achievement board, I guess. Didn't even know I didn't have the achievement yet. Come on. Give me more trees. There we go. We'll break that. I'm going to go ahead and replant these saplings. And now we will go back to the reactor room. We'll pull up those hardened cells. Spatial I/O reactor. I'm going to pull these up because we have a little bit of chemistry to do. Where is the chem lab in relation to here? Victory Monument, Observatory. I'll go from the Spatial I/O. Chemistry lab. There we go. Put one on there. And then we're going to put one on the decomposer for right now. Yeah, I had the recipe for steel in here. It's 15 iron, 1 carbon, because I also broke my steel hammer and I had to do a little bit of repairing on it. I normally don't like to do stuff like that off camera, but I wanted to do some mining and I didn't want to, stop. So, alright, the chemical decomposer, we're going to, well, we can't decompose Paris wood, so we're going to decompose all of this birch wood. That's going to get us a shit ton of cellulose. And then if we do that, that gets us our vines. Lily pads, we need water and cellulose. I would have thought, oh, it's H2O, not HO2. Derp. Alright, and what is a lily pad? Is it 6? 4. 4 water, 6 cellulose. So I actually need more water. We'll decompose some of our cellulose. That'll give us more H2O. Okay, I need 300,000 RF for one reaction here. I need to find a better way to get more power to these things. I gotta upgrade my energy cells or something. What I really need to do is be able to make tesseracts. Because if I could put a tesseract on this thing and run it from the reactor... Granted, with the reactor, I can't throttle it like I normally do, because Mine Factory isn't installed. We're just going to let that charge. Back to the observatory. I think I have 9 emeralds. No, I have 8 poor emerald and emerald nuggets. I need to make emerald. Okay, I should be able to synthesize emerald. Beryl, vanadium, chromium. Holy shit. Never mind, we're not going to synthesize emerald. Yeah, that's not going to happen. we're just gonna have to go find some frickin' emerald. Which is gonna be in one of the mining things. So I don't have everything I need to do this right now. I'm not gonna waste the time getting it on camera. Screw it. We'll move on. Not gonna do a viewing station right now. Lamps of darkness. I need a lapis lamp. Which is thickened glass around lazurite. Lazurite is decomposed from lapis lazuli. So if I go decompose 4 lapis, there's spatial I/O. There's the chem lab. Holy shit. Yeah, just a few elements here. Okay, there's my lazurite. For right now, I'm just going to toss this shit in here as much as I can. And then we'll toss the rest of it in here. Alright. I'm a little bit of thickened glass short. Damn it. I'm going to make thickened glass. Melting sandy glass. Which, surprisingly enough, is just sand and glass. Imagine that. Alright. Didn't even need all that lazurite. Alright. Claim the reward there. Dark ethereal glass and a reward bag. Good reward bag. Gives us llama waffle horse. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. We don't need that for right now. Okay. Fission reactor. It wants me to make 1 helium. We need 2 hydrogen to make 1 helium. Chem lab. And up to the fusion chamber, where we will combine and get 1 helium. That gets us fluorine, lithium, and beryllium. The fusion reactor wants us to make 1 pixelenium. Actually, I guess it wanted me to fission to get helium, but whatever. Okay, pixelenium is element 115. So what do I have? Dark matter, 250. Red matter, UU matter, energy matter hypercubed. Wow, okay, so 115. The easiest way for me to get there would be to combine 2 50s and then combine a 15. 210 with 1 phosphorus. Alright, that's easy enough. Just dump this in here. I got plenty of phosphorus. And up to the fission reactor. Actually, no, I need to decompose these first. So we'll decompose that. That gets me my tin. Decompose that. That gets me my phosphorus. And up we go. 2 tin. Requires it requires a shitload more energy. Alright, well. Yoink. Yoink. Back to the reactor. Spatial I/O. Victory Monument. Reactor. Pop those on. Need to go back to observatory. Recover these. Hush, Patchy. Back to Chem Lab. Put that, no. Put that one on there. There we go. And then I don't know for sure if this is going to work, but we're going to try attaching this thing just directly to it. Are we draining power? Yeah, we're draining power. Good. That's going to take a lot of power to fuse those. And I'm fully expecting it's going to take a lot more to fuse into pixelinium. What is pixelinium used for anyway? It's used for absolutely nothing. So why does it want me to make it? Just to show that you can? I don't know. I need to do alamite, electrum, lava fabrication. I actually made the magma crucible, which would have got me all the shit I needed. Damn it. Inosolites. Combining alderites and ceraclase makes another alloy that has high durability. How far are we from this? We're almost to the point where we can do this. So I'm going to hold off and combine these. I really should check and make sure there's an element with 100 first. Okay, ferminium. It's a radioactive, so I have to be careful with it. And phosphorus is going to take 4,600,000, so we got a while to wait on that. Matter of fact, we're not even going to have enough power on this, so I'm going to go back to the reactor momentarily, reclaim these energy cells. We're going to put these on there also. You and you. Output back. Output back. That'll charge it up a lot faster. Alright. We're going to go back to the observatory, because it is about time I actually got off my ass and made my smeltery. I've got basically everything I need to do it, I just never did it. Alright, And the crafting bench, I'm going to make just a few of these seared glass. And then I'm going to need a drain, or a faucet rather. I'm going to need a casting table. And I already have the drain, I already have the smeltery controller in the tank, so the rest of this I can just turn into seared brick. If I need more, I can always get more grout. Not exactly difficult. Let's put this shit away. Greater reward bag gives me 5 more 4K ME storage cells. Awesome. Not that I have room to actually put them because I can't make the drive until I get spatial storage. Or, not spatial storage, until I get through, Inclusion Chamber Hypercubed. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work or not, but I'm curious. Let's go get a better pickaxe. I've got a fairly wide assortment of them now. I'm not sure how I feel about using this one because I tried resetting the data on this one and it's still yelling at me that this has incorrect data. Alright, let's see. Because normally a smeltery would have to be 3x3. I'm going to try making one 5x5. See if we have that version of Tinker's Construct in here. Smeltery, seared tank. We're going to do seared bricks under here. We'll know very soon if this is going to work. And then I want the seared glass in the front here. Like that. Now, if this becomes a valid structure, it did. Good. So, the version that is installed here supports the taller structures. Right here is where we're going to put our drain. Faucet on front of that. Casting table under it. Now we just need to finish structure. This is a big frickin' smeltery. It's going to do us some good work. Now, the reason why I wanted to do that. Do I have any aluminum at all? Well, I've got some aluminum, but... Okay, I'm going to need to melt down a little bit of gold. And lava. I only have 1 bucket of lava at the moment. I'm going to have to work on lava fabrication. We're going to go ahead and not melt down our iron, we're going to melt down our gold. The iron goes on our casting table. And now, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get this sanguinite scythe head. I'm going to toss the sanguinite scythe head in here. I'm going to start melting that down. I'm going to pour the gold over that. Not enough. Need one more molten gold. 8 ingots of molten sanguinite. It's going to allow me to repair my pickaxe. Sanguinite has a really low melting point, apparently. No, we're not going to knock that off and make a lot of noise, Frody. Okay, we'll put the gold down there. Finish pouring this ingot out. And for some reason, it likes to eat the ingot that you use to make the... the mold. Okay, that's 2 bars of sanguinite. I can use that to repair my pickaxe. Only really needed 1. Now, with that, we can also make our electrum. One nice thing about the mushrooms, I'm never going to want for food again. Come here, cow. Come here. Oh, I'm getting some pretty bad glitches at the moment. Alright, let's dump that in there. Get us a couple pieces of steak. We're going to go back to the chem lab real quick. Because by now, I have pixelenium. So we can complete fusion reactor. That's going to give me bromine and zinc. As well as another greater reward bag with a whole shitload of the 8X generators. I think I got that one already. Again, it would be a really awesome reward if I didn't have a big reactor. Alright, by now I should have some electrum. Yep, 10 ingots of molten electrum. Start pouring these out. Should have made a casting basin for pouring out blocks. Actually, I should be able to do the inoshalite too. Alderite and ceraclase. I should have alderite and ceraclase. Yep, I have alderite and ceraclase. So we'll go ahead and get those melting. 5 of you. 5 of you. Has the texture of stone. Alright. We're just waiting on those to melt. In the meantime, finished electrum, claim that. Another greater bag. More tanks. And I have molten inosholite in here. Or enolishite. Patchy, stop. We'll go ahead and get the enolishite out of here. And then I think we're going to call this episode here. As soon as I get all of the enolishite out of there. And then I think I really should do some work off camera because there's some pretty serious stuff I'm going to have to do. And it's coming up pretty fast. But I'm not sure I want to go about doing all of that right yet. Alright. We can claim enolishite, another greater reward bag, generic bees battle axe. It's an RF powered item. Reinforced beheading 2, chance to behead 20%. Repair material is bronze. It's RF powered, it's silk touch, it blaze. Burn duration's 11 seconds. Not sure how I feel about that one. Let's go ahead and dump all of this shit in here. And then this is where I'm going to call this episode. So, thank you for watching. This has been Night Dagger with Material Energy Hypercubed, episode 10. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'll catch you later, peeps.